Hey guys, once again, welcome to HunterBBQ livestream. And today's we're going to play a little bit more of this Warpath again after the update. And I think this is supposed to be my first livestream after the update, but I doesn't want to comment of the update too much because there's a lot of things that we should really talk about it. However, I will try to make up those updates later on because it really doesn't have to rush everything. Yeah, hello there, Akins. Welcome to BBQ livestream. So today I mainly focus on the arena because the arena really, that is the only PvP arena that we are looking for after long times. That's why I a little bit more focus on the arena currently. Yeah, hello there, Lincoln BBQ. Welcome back again. So we'll see. Currently, I just want to focus on this particular arena. Other than that, I doesn't want to play anything else. Let's get into the arena to see what is the situations in this arena. So if any one of you follow on my YouTube, I think a lot of you already know that I got the top one yesterday. So let's look at how it happens. After I change some of my view of the live stream, so we can see every corner of my live stream. I think that is much more easier, much more user friendly. You can see historical ranking. Once you press inside, you can see that yep, we have the top one of Monday, and other days we doesn't have it because we doesn't have the the arena before yesterday. So everything else is empty until there is the new history coming. So that is how I got top one. I mean, this is very new things to the game. Like everyone first try about the arena things, and this is PvP, even though it's like so AI, so NPC things, But anyway, it's still PvP. You have to somehow to make it work. I wouldn't say it's just very easy to win. You still need to require some of the strategy skill, logical skill. But however, it still depends on your level somehow. I doesn't really know how it really works because when I just go to my defense formations and I just try to swap my units, you can see I have every single unit on 7.2. I doesn't know how it works somehow, but that's how I got it. Every single 7.2, and if not possible, if not mistakenly, I think every single one of us in this arena also having 7.2. I'm not sure if there is any lower troops because I fight everyone. I think every one of my opponents also having 7.2 as well. So that's how I think supposed to be fair. If everyone having the 7.2, but it's AI thing, so it's only like set up the formations, then the formations will just work for you. After that, what you have to do is set up your officer. So this is my current new setup for the defense. I doesn't know if this the best setup yet. I'm not really sure, but currently I on top 7. My point is 1692, and you can see my point apart from the top one is about 100 point. Looks like a lot, but you can just look at the battle. You can see this top one even get me another -15, and this guy get me -19, and this guy give me a -20. So I think I can just cash up there. Yeah, Godfather, welcome back to the BBQ livestream. So some guys still try to fight with me, and you can see on the left usually is the defensive side, so on the right side is the offensive side. That means someone try to choose to fight with me. So let's see what this guy tried to do, and he have a loss there. Let's look at the battle. Yep. So in this battle, we can just see I have one heavy, and I have one tank hunters, and I have 2 artilleries plus 1 ATG. They start to do their job. So the opponent's having 3 heavy, and then have 1 medium and 1 artilleries. Not really sure is it the best one or not, but definitely we'll see a lot of people try to use light tank or medium in this arena, but most of the tank this just doesn't work. And other than that, we see more of the people using super heavy and also heavy. Some people even use rockets. So I'll just show you another game, like how this guy win me and how this guy win me. Then after that, you can see basically no one really able to beat me. You can see from the start, it's very, very easy to just go up all the way. This is all the record from yesterday until today. Someone start to beat me. So you can see how this guy beat me and learn from it. And this guy having a different, I keep on changing my defensive. And yes, hello Rio, welcome to BBQ livestream. So this guy tried to fight with me during the time I still have an infantry and a heavy. That is my old setup. And this guy tried to have the archeries, 2 archeries try to kill my infantry, and then having 1 ATG try to kill my heavy as well. So this is how you have the counter. I mean, everyone of you play the arena, you know that if you are the offensive side, you can just work out your setup and mainly just to counter your opponents. That's why I didn't touch my arena today until now. I was trying to play it in the live to show how we do it on the live and how we do it on the arena, you know. So we know that how they make it work. So you can see this guy and me is very, very close to see whoever try to win this one. But you can see he mainly kill my infantry. Then I really noticed my infantry is not good. Then that's how I got myself a lose there, you know. That's why after this loss, and I have a win there, it basically doesn't make any sense, you know. But after that, I changed my setup and I again let this guy beat me up. And you can see this time I still have my infantry, and this guy also using almost the same thing to counter me, and he even use a rocket. That's why everyone know that I have an infantry. They work it out. They can see the rocket is there, so they work it out to have those archeries and rocket just kill my infantry. That's why in the end I just gave up the infantry, because the infantry just gets so easily counter. That is definitely not a good sign for me, you know. That's one of the reason. But ATG is very, very good because most of the people have to use heavy or no super heavy at this point of time. So ATG definitely is a good thing, but no, it's still not OP. I mean, anything OP is like the archeries is the most OP things. Like everyone use the archeries having the best damage on every single report we have. You can see my archeries and the opponent's archeries is very close, but you can see because he have charge, he skill me and I'm dead. But you can see how everyone try to break my defense is everyone try to counter my infantry. That's the main reason I lost these 2. But this guy, he killed me, and this time I doesn't have an infantry because I changed my setup. Let's see this setup how I got lost. I have 1 heavy and then 1 tank hunters. So I still have 2 tank basically, and I have 3 archeries. 1 is ATG, basically it's 2 archeries, 1 ATG to do the job. But this opponent's having like 3 heavy, so he having like so tanky because all those heavy getting like double HP in the game. That's how he getting so much heavy defense. So that's how he able to, you know, tank all those things. And my tank is almost dead there, is still hanging on. I think I supposed to have that win, but it's just my ATG doesn't do a lot. And so that opponent still have the heavy, and this heavy really changed the whole game. Because my tank doesn't, you know, stay there. That's why I got the loss there. Because the heavy is so great currently. I mean, the heavy having this a weak buff of additional 100% of HP, but this one only work on heavy, doesn't work on others tank. Then the last report, this guy is I do not know how everyone tried to challenge me and lost, and this guy lose to me. with the same thing. I think basically it's our level. You can see our powers about 30 million power. I think it's very easy to say that anyone have to fight with the similar level. You must have at least have a similar power. Those powers depends on how many hero you unlock and use the hero on the current setup, on current formations. So we'll just take a look. Yeah, what's happening now? I mean, this arena is very new, so everyone try to learn it. So I also try to enjoy it, the arena, instead of keep on making something funny, like I think it's something like a mini game in the game, and it still requires some of the skill to make it perfect. But I would think it's just like another mission that we have to do it daily, because this arena every time will give you a 7 challenge each day. So it's give us a little bit like what do you call that, a job to do every day. Other than that, the daily task, because usually daily task is so easy to complete. But now not only have to send our truck daily, but we also have to do the daily missions. Plus, we also have to get in this thing and do a 7 times challenge, and just give us a little bit more things to do in the game. So maybe good, maybe not good. But for me, I'm a little bit lazy, doesn't want to do all this. But anyway, since I already get into these arena things, so I will just try to give everyone the first tips of the arena. The first tips of the arena is get a defensive formations, and you have to swap and change your formation every single time you got a loss. I mean, when someone beat your formations, you have to keep on changing. Like this guy beat me, so I keep on changing. So I'm no longer the same formation that this guy come back to claim the point for me again. Even though the formation, you think this is the best one, you can't really change it anymore. I mean, yeah, everyone know what I say. So you still have to change it. The reason is because you already have a lose. I mean, you have a lose on your record. So your formation is no longer the best. Yeah, LSM, thanks so much for tuning in. Definitely appreciate for everyone come back to the BBQ live stream. So I just talk about the arena. But the first ever tips you have to do is change your defense formation whenever you have a lose. Just change. I mean, even though you have no idea what you have to change, just change it, because otherwise the same guy will just come in and claim the things every single time. Let me check the record and just show you what is that mean. You can see this guy, Menti. I fought him 20 point, 17 point, 15 point to the same guy over again. I mean, let's see, using this formation. I mean, this is mine. I mean, he using this formation too heavy. Then he using the same one. Then he using the same one. So that's how I beat the same guy 3 times, because I already beat him. So I basically doesn't have to test my luck to do the attack formations, because I already win him the first time. So I can win him the second and the third, like continuously to win the same guy over again to claim those points. And that's why if you have a lose, you have to definitely change your formations whenever you see a lose. That's the first tips. So the second tip is that you have to always check how you lose. I mean, when you have a lose, you have to check how you lose. I mean, how close of it. Where is in that? So, and then after you see the lose, the most important thing you have to check is the damage suffer. Then you can see my heavy suffer about 24.8 millions. You can see, and opponents is about 18.3 and 14.8, and my inventory even have 17.1. So the two of them is doing a fantastic job. But if compare, heavy deal reasonable damage, plus tank a lot of damage for me. That's why you have to understand what is really happening and how you lose the game on this fight, and then how much the damage you deal to the opponents. Like you can see, my main archery is deal 11 millions, and the opponent is still 14.1. So you can also compare. The opponent is also using the best archeries to kill you. You're also using the best archeries to kill, but his normal damage still 12 millions. My normal just still like, I'm not sure why so low. And then yeah, that's the big issue you can see. Even the normal one also deal a lot more damage than mine. So I have to check what is really happening to my archeries. So let's check. My archeries currently on the very far away, going over. So start to siege. Okay, and the opponent is also using to start to siege. And also let's see what hero setup we have to make sure that it doesn't make a lot of sense. So I think he get a lot of damage is because he used the archeries to kill the infantry. So the infantry doesn't have damage resistance a lot. That is how it works. And also my tank hunter doesn't have that as well. So all that area damage just kill those infantry and the tank hunters. That is how they got so much damage. Then my archeries, and my archeries had to move all the way, like moving a lot. Let my archeries doesn't deal a lot of damage, and that's how he deal a little bit more damage to mine. I mean, you have to understand that as long as we doesn't set things wrongly on the archeries, I think it's good. And I also noticed that to move on, I still want to think about whether I want to put my archery somewhere here, you know. Maybe put somewhere here is good, maybe not, I'm not really sure, but maybe I just put something like this. Yeah, maybe put something like this will benefit us even more. Because those archeries just move so slow, like so super slow. Not sure is that a correct vision or not. But at this point of time, and this point of time, we can just see the time of today's ending like a few hours. So basically no one really have any challenge left, like me saving all those challenge. We still have maybe 5 more hours something, so the challenge will end. So no one really save all that. That's why I still have about 7. And then you can see I have another ticket, so I have 8. You know, I have 8. Definitely I can keep on challenge, you know. And yep, so that's second tips on the arena. So the third tips is what I try to do now, because usually no one really want to challenge the top 1, top 2 or top 3. The reason is because they being top 1, 2, 3, having their reason is that they have certain win rate to get them up to that particular you know, ranking. And you also can check what is their setup running. So the top one is running 3 heavy plus 1 ATG and 1 archeries and their officer setup. And you can see Huntsman is not maxed out, and then this Ada is not maxed out. So we already know how they set up things, and you can just, you know, give yourself a little bit of understanding what's really happening. Like this guy also setting up 3 heavy. That is everyone try to set. So the top 1 and top 2 also running exactly the same setup instead of the different officer based on their unlock. So the third one also running almost the same thing. No, 1, 2, but this is super heavy, and then 2 artilleries instead of the ATG. I think that might be a good job. So beside what you think you can do, also you try to, you know, look at what everyone do. And this guy even more interesting. Super heavy infantry, and then tank hunters, and then archeries. So basically he's just thinking about a super tankiest team to tank all those front, and let 1 archerist do all the job there, and even have tank hunters to replace the ATG. I'm not sure is it a good choice or not. So let's check, because I also using ATG some game. Let's see, I have ATG, and then the tank hunters. Okay, so we'll look at those tank hunters get even more damage, and even more damage than the ATG. Maybe that is really a good choice, you know. And let's look at this one. Do I have that? Yep, tank hunters and ATG. So you can see it's very similar, but the tank hunters give me even more tank gears, you know, because the tank hunter is still a tank, so can tank like double of what ATG can tank, and the damage is basically really good. I think it's really good, maybe. maybe not. I'm not really sure. And let's look at this one. I have no longer the tenders, but you can see the ATG is doing very less damage, super less somehow. And this one also doesn't have that. Okay, I have 10 hunters, so I have 10 hunters deal this kind of damage and deal this kind of hero damage, and the ATG deal a little bit more. So we can see, I mean, basically maybe 10 hunters is better than the ATG at some point, because 10 hunters can give you a little bit more durability, and let's say, yeah, maybe that is a good choice, you know. So let's change my formation then. If that is the case, I have to change the setup, like change this guy to a tank hunters, and I'm not sure. I mean, the first thing is that we doesn't ever know how of these all troops working, whether they synchronize with the research on our research or not. I mean, on our main level. That's one of the biggest question I doesn't know how to answer that. The second thing is that, is it the buff, I mean the camp buff work ever? Like whenever we have read about all those things, I think they just say that everything, yep, let's get out. I mean, just say everything basically is very apart from what outside of the arena. I mean, the arena is like a total standalone things, so I doesn't know anything we have of the outside will affect everything inside in the arena. You can see in the arena you can access your unit and officer, but cannot access other buff that you may have. So it's like camp buff is not working, and resource might not be working, and everything else might not be working. That's so questionable. The system, I mean, even like power grid is not, you know, it's not working, because they already max whatever they have to make it like fair, maybe. You have 5, and the power grid might buy the maximum grid, and then power grid, they have no effect on the power supply by the system. That's why it's like they tell you they have a power grid, and then they say the power grid is no effect, and then the commander may use unit acquired previously. I'm not really sure. Do I have all the 7.2 star previously? Like, so weird, you know. Then you have 7 slot, you know, to put it. Victory is obtain and destroy all the opponents. Definitely we know that. And then after a certain time, all attack is defense attack will get 100 buff. I mean, every time you fight, you know there is a timer working on it. So once the timer is time out, doesn't tell which side is winning. Just give everyone double damage, and just to finish the job a little bit faster or early. So I really try to understand what is really happening in this so-called arena we have. So I still try to find the best one, but you see I win a lot. Not so that not a lot of people try to challenge me, but every single one that challenge me and success is all these 3 guys, and they are like 43 millions, 43 million, and 44 millions, and my power is currently on what is that? 46.1 million. So I should be, is no war today. Definitely there is war, but I doesn't want to focus on that, because today just want to talk about arena, I guess. Maybe just update a little bit about the war. It's like you can see all the tech is gone. All the text is just gone. So this current status we have yeah, the opponents CC burning, the opponents CC burning, and opponents whatever is everything burning. So it's no war basically. And from what I heard, I think the server 1 also doing quite good. So maybe take a look about that. I mean, for me it doesn't really what do you call it, focus on other Moscow, but you can see the game just crashed. It'll be funny. So I have to restart the game somehow, because when it froze there, like froze there forever. Yeah. That's why I just want to focus on something that doesn't crash the game somehow. Not sure if that worked. Yeah. So the Moscow of our Moscow is definitely is climb down everything, because we have so many actions up to a point that everyone finally have no reserve to continue to fight, and a portion of our side already max out all our reserve. That's why the opponents can't keep up all that, and everyone just get back to rest and regenerations and also recovery. But one thing you have to understand is all the resources and all the losing time of gathering resources, you just can't get it back. Like maybe we spend like 200 millions per person or 500 million per person of the war from the day 1 until day 10. You can't grind all that back. You have to grind it. I mean, you have to farm it later on to make it back. So anything you lost is just lost, like the time of the gathering resources and all those things. That's why everyone recovery is not happening like maybe like a week or 2, but definitely you have to recovery like months. If keep on war, you'll lose even more. That's what I just try to say. So let's focus on the arena. So I'm not sure my defense formation is the best one. That's why I try to find. I still try to find the best of the best one. And you can see I swap my what do you call that, officer as well currently. But this one is mainly for defense. I mean, if everyone know you are so good about all those defense, they just give up of what do you call that, give up to challenge you. The reason is because if they keep on challenge you and they lose, they will give you more point. And everyone try to boycott you, they can just try not to challenge you. So you just have no chance to gain any point. Yep, that's how the arena working. But if you are getting to top 1 too early on the day, then everyone try to challenge you and you start to lose, then you just use all your point. I mean, use all your challenge, and you just have no way to get back to top 1. That's why I try to save my all challenge today. Now I see the top 1 there, so I can just challenge each of them. So every single time I get a 10 point, looks like I get a 10 point up a little bit more, but this guy will minus 10 point, and I get another 10 point, this guy will minus 10 point. So it's not like I get a 10 point instead of I getting 20 point apart from the top 1. So it's very easy to climb up if you have the challenge in your hand, instead of you being the top 1 and everyone try to challenge you and just drop all the way to, let's say, top 3s. Then you have no way to go up there. Instead of you have to pray everyone try to challenge you and you get that win, but it's just not happening because no one really want to challenge you if they know they're losing. That's why I try to just save up my challenge to use it exactly on the time that I want, to make it more flexible. So currently I have no ATG. Currently I have no ATG, and then my setup is something like this. So I have to change my setup again because I have setup true, and then I have header. Both of them just work so perfectly for my tank hunters. Save it. I mean, every single time you have to save it to make sure the changes keep on updating, instead of you keep on playing all this guy and someone challenge you and so it's not updated. Maybe we can put it somewhere here. I really want to put other trees up here, like this. So these other trees will move a little bit quicker. I think maybe I can try a setup something like this. Maybe possible. Make it a little bit more greedy, and more defensive. Try to gain some advantage because this trees will move. Once he is like a 5 grade from the opponents, he will stop. So anything will try to kill this trees will have to stop. Maybe they will start to kill this tree. But those 2 guys will move a little bit more quicker than my trees. I'm not sure if this is something good or not, because I'm so super worried anything come here will kill my trees. I really have to put it here, but I want to try something. Not sure if it's a good choice or not. And then we have this. Doesn't know her name yet. Let me introduce the new officer we have. Yep, Steel Fighter, and this is a she, Steel Fighter. I didn't unlock her yet, and that's how I didn't unlock her, because once you unlock officer, you have to see a new animation like this guy, Huntsman. We have so greedy and so cutie husky with this Huntsman. Not Hunter, but Huntsman with his husky. Okay, and then we have Blood Mary with a single handgun, and then we have other like Doctor Strange, I think maybe something like that. And we have Gather of True. It's still the same thing. He tried to scout something. Not sure what he tried to scout. And then we have April that try to put this super bullet into somewhere, not sure where. Then we have Anthony, the best of the best officer in the game, and she know it, and she say, yep, she is the one. And we have White Wolf. I still not unlock her yet, because I wish about 100 statue to unlock this skill. I should really put it on Steel Fighter, so I will have this to level 5. But you know, anyway, that's what is it done before, so just let it. And Percy is so, you know, good every single time she speak, and she just so directly under your command. And we have War Machine. The meme is really you know, tell what he's trying to do. That's why he is so focused on the war. And we have Angel of Light. She really want to help you with a single hand, tell you she can be trusted. And yep, we have Spanner as well. Use this banner, really try to fix you up, I guess. And then we have Wing of Gory. We have Eagle. So she's ready to break her arm. I'm not sure why she really want to break her arm in front of everyone. Then we have Heaven Saver. I'm not sure whether really is the saver or not. The Witch, Fisher, and then we have Golden. Yeah, she just want to point it out, you know, a little bit. Like she say, not only her leg is a little bit pointy, somewhere else is also a little bit pointy on her body somehow. Yep, very good smelling. Okay, so let's go back to the arena, because if I doesn't do the arena, I just basically waste all my challenge there. So let's get in there and do some actions and see we can able to, what do you call that, hold our top one of the day, or we start to lose again. Doesn't know. But I'm super worried about this formation will fail. I'm so worried this formation will fail. So the first guy we have to challenge is the best of the best top one today, you know, 26. He having this setup. So let's see how his setup working. We can just press challenge. So we have that top one positions. Every single time we have to challenge the top whatever you can find, because the highest ranking you fight, the highest point you get. So it doesn't have to check about the top 6. I mean, just go to the top one. But of course, if you can't win, so you don't have to do that. So this is my old setup that I win all the day yesterday until I have no more challenge left. Then we'll start to see how I'm going to fight all this. So in my defense, I doesn't use infantry, but in my offense, I can use it, because I can see how this guy having every single thing try to counter me. So I mean, if I am the offensive, you can see I can just change this guy, make this here, there, blah blah blah. Mainly I just want to counter this guy. So it's like so easy, like so easy to counter him. So what I have to do now, he have an ATG. ATG works so terribly to kill infantry. And then he have 3 tank. Those 3 tank just doesn't do a damn things to my infantry. Yep, that's how I want to have infantry here. And then one biggest question I ever want to ask is that, is this particular infantry, I just show you another things. I don't think I can show it here because I doesn't have that infantry on the Liberty. I mean, everyone know that there's unlock that only Liberty Infantry have that particular skill on the resource, I guess. Maybe. Not really sure. Doesn't touch this as well. So just apology for me. I just show that a lot of things is not unlocked. So it doesn't even bother because today is not the research day. But everyone of you already know that. So I doesn't have to talk more of that. And another reason I try to send this particular truck out again. So really have to apologize me because I really like to send farm, like keep on sending all my farm out. Yeah. Where's the truck? Let's get Oppa, welcome to BBQ stream. 100% appreciate for your get in. So that's how I try to make it work, Yep, let's get back to this challenge. So you can see we can just jump in, jump out this challenge. So it doesn't have to worry about, oh shit, I just, press someone that doesn't want to work on it. And his defense, like, so good. You doesn't have to fight with him. So you just press back. It doesn't make anything. And that guy just disappear. Like, oh, I really have to challenge that guy. And he just disappeared. No, you just climb down, press refresh. That guy is pop back in your screen. And you can just keep on press it. It's free, So I can just challenge the same guy. So it doesn't have to worry about, oh, I have to be so lucky to fight the same guy over and over. No, I already tell this top 1 guy, basically I can challenge him 8 times, I can just mainly focus to challenge him 8 times. So he will be like down to top 8. I mean, if I make a single things work, then I can challenge him like 5 times continuously. And he not even able to react. And he just down to like top 3 or top 5, or even like top 10. But we are friends somehow. But I just want to show him because I try to ask him, do you want me to do that? And he doesn't really reply me. So maybe I have to try to show him 1 time. Just to kill him 8 times continuously. Then he will really start to cry at that time. Maybe not. Because he also give me a loss there, He also give me a loss there. This guy give me a loss minus 15. I'm not saying that I try to, I'm not saying that I try to make a revenge, like you can say a fight. I'm not saying I try to make a revenge, but just make something fun, maybe. And is it possible to reach 2.7 million power in 5 days? I'm currently at 700 power. I want to get a skin that for commanders. Definitely can. It's Alasa. Definitely can. But it really depends on what the situation in your current alliance and also your financial problems are about how much you want to fund into your account and also how you play. Is there any current events going on or not? If there's event, definitely want to push up a little bit more, so that is really worth. But if there's like nothing happening, like no event, no war, no anything's very urgency, I don't think you have to push that up, But if you are a new account, that's currently will have a few events for the new account to cash up things so that you can get the skin. Yep, I mean that skin is really a worth skin to get because any other skin you have to be so lucky and so expensive to get. That's why you see I didn't chase a single skin. I didn't chase any single whatever a new skin, even though they're so crazy good. I just doesn't want to waste the money for the game that based on 1% luck or 5% luck. It's like, is that really worth get that? And once you get that fancy things, everyone just try to get that. I don't think it's big deal, And whatever, it really depends on what of your current status. If you want to do it and it's worth it, you can do it. But if you know it's not worth it, you can just play like a normal player to farm up, it's really no big deal. Those base skin is really some kind of fancy things, it's fancy things. It's not really like you're having the skin, you're being a super pay to win or you win the game automatically. It's not that way. In the end, it's still a teamwork, a group work, a alliance work, a family works, If you doesn't have those strong alliance, like everyone can bring down 3 god base. But if he is protected by the best of the best allies. No one ever can even touch his base, you know. So that's how it works. Just not because he's so pay to win, but he also supported by every single one that love Tree God in server 2. That's why skin might be fancy things, but it's not something compulsory. Even someone doesn't have a skin, they still play the game happily. And of course, without that, they also save a lot of, you know, fundings in the game, because maybe after, I mean, I played this game more than a year. So in the end, I might not think, is it a worth thing to spend so much money or so much time? Sometimes time is more expensive than the money put into the game, but that's how is it for now. So you can see one of the things that defense side is always get counter, because I can see, okay, let's see comments, inventory of USSR. Okay, I'm not sure that is the comments or a question, I'm not really sure. So you can see defense and offense so much benefit to the offense side, because I can just keep on swapping, and I can look at this guy like 1,000 million times just to make sure that whatever I try to do here is work perfectly to counter him. That's why that's what I try to do now, you know. That's what I try to do now. So I have a guaranteed way to win it, to make sure that I can kill every single one of them. So I think I will just try to do this one. So what I try to do with this particular setup, based on this particular defense, is the first thing, you have an ATG doing a fantastic bad job to kill infantry on the left side. So I would really want this guy to go somewhere here, and this guy will try to tag at least 1 or 2 of the heavy, and I still want my heavy to go up there and let 1 or 2 of the heavy or this archery start to kill my heavy, because infantry is doing a very bad job to kill tank. Not super bad, but you know, it's better than let this infantry kill my infantry. I mean, let this archery kill my infantry, not the infantry to kill in the infantry. Okay, I think you know the idea is that this one will counter this one, and can counter this and this. So this one can mainly counter at least 1 and 2 and 3. So these two is work a little bit perfect, you know. And we have this here is try to kill this one or this one for us to advance further. So but I doesn't know if I can change this one to make this one work. The reason is because Apple give you a terrible of skill damage, but give you a 10% reload. And then the radius, definitely no one really care, because the radius definitely is work on infantry. But this particular guy, the war machine, I mean, in April you only get 1 buff, 30%, but war machine you can get a 10%, a better skill damage, and then we have 15 plus 20 is 35, is no 30, 35, 30, 35. So you can count that. So that's how I get this guy here. Alright. I mean, maybe he doesn't know. He doesn't really want to know that, but I just know. A lot of people ask somehow, but maybe some not ask. So the second thing is that here. Angel 100% work perfect in the inventory, because Angel give you first heal, we doesn't have to talk about it, and it give additional heal for inventory. So that's how it works. Damage resist pass, and then work for 20% inventory pass, and this thing. But be aware there is no archery kill my infantry, so it doesn't need this per se, but I will need this one to have another 15% resist, you know, to my inventory. Yep. So we can just check about how many officer to give us resist. Anyone might not know a lot of the officer, but I really study a lot of them. So we can see Angel give us 15%. This one doesn't give us any resistance. You can see it doesn't give us any resistance. Only this one, I mean, is mainly work for tank, so it doesn't really work, you know. Then so it's Angel. This is work on bunker, so Angel is really work on anything currently. This one doesn't give us any resistance, so Percy is definitely not a good choice. Then this one gives us resistance, but it's only work on tank. You can see additional damage skill and resistance 10% for tank unit engaged in battle. So no, even resist for tank. So doesn't want to put it on inventory, just not working. I mean, many people doesn't know that. Just try to point it out, you know. Then this the new one, Steel Fighter. And you can see here have this one, and it's for tank. I have this one, it's for tank. Then this one might be good, you know, it might be good, but it already have 2 buff for tank, so we just let it to be in the tank instead, you know. And then everyone think that Huntsman is for offensive officer, but it doesn't know. He also have 15% resistant. Yep, he have 15% resistant, and he have 5% additionals. But if we get White Wolf, we get 15% for the bunker to offset this 15%, and then this other things definitely a useless thing for inventory. But we doesn't want to waste the Huntsman skill. It's so good because our inventory on the front definitely will die so quickly. That's why it doesn't want to have your best officer to die in front of your opponents. That's why I just let the inventory have a reasonable staying time, then it's fine. Secondly, we have the best tank. I used to have this one to being super heavy, but super heavy is not the weekdays. I mean, this week is heavy tank. So heavy tank having a double HP, heavy tank having another 100%. So this one is like 1.16. Then this one is like 8 something. So plus times 2 is 1.6. This one is times 2 is 1.7, something like that. This one times 2 is like 1.6. So it's, and 3 of them, any one of them is better than this one. No, a lot. But other than this, we have to look at another things is that ammo things, and but I don't think it's very, very important because after all the reports in the battle, I already know mainly we just want the HP. Any other things is really not things to us because Aegis doesn't work penetration. Only ATG will work penetration. And all these are heavy. You can just see basically is the penetration work on the ammo is so less, so the penetration just doesn't work at all. It doesn't work at all. Yeah, it doesn't work at all. So we doesn't have to worry. Maybe we have to worry. This one have a little bit more penetration. This one have less. Then this one have maybe swap this one. We have higher penetration. Yeah, I think I should get Tiger instead of get that. So we have better penetration. Then we have ATG and we have tank hunters. Mainly those two things is just mainly to kill tank, because tank they will die to the any things that have penetration. But we have to check if this guy have enough penetrations or not. So you can see this guy have about 270 penetration, and this guy just have like 300 over penetrations. So is it enough to kill you or not enough? Or maybe you have to get this guy to kill you. So yeah, I mean everyone already know the answer. Like this guy have a little bit more firepower because penetration we have limitations on how much you will get from the penetration, but the firepower it's everyone try to push your firepower. I don't know. Maybe I have to use this one. Maybe I use that one. Maybe I use this one. 2, 3, 1, and this one is like 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. Are you sure? 2. Okay, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Okay, 3, 2, 1, and then this like 3, 3, 4 is like 13, but we have another 0.15, right? 0.15 power firepower. Not really sure how it worked in the calculation, but it just worked something like that. So after this one, I mean, I explained a lot, you know, like these two guys, how it worked, this particular, and this archeries as well. So the next one work on tank hunters. I'm not sure the tank hunters is the good things or not. So the reason is because I have Guardian of True. Guardian of True just give me everything to the tank, have additional 35%, and the Pana station of 40%. And it just works so perfectly to pair with this particular other guy to have Pana station again, damage, and even give a little bit more HP to my tank hunters, so my tank hunters will stay and can see give me a little bit more resist of the tank hunters. So tank hunters being a little bit more tankier plus whatever tankier things. So it's very working so perfectly to have these two officers to work on the tank hunters instead of ATG. Yeah, that's how is it for now. And then we didn't know ATG is work a little bit worse than the tank hunters somehow. Maybe not. But we really need another office. I mean, need another unit to get this Emperor to get in, so we can start to get this 10% of reload time faster, and then we can get this, you know, Huntsman to get the best of the best, whatever we have. Then we only doesn't use one officer. I think, yeah, this one. I mean, Percy is so good to give 8% to everyone. But I don't think it's very important to have that particular 8%. Then just keep everything on passive that give us no use at all, you know. That's why understand what you have in the setup is very, very important. But I need to swap this guy to become another archeries, because archeries have 3.26 firepower. And ATG, let's see, ATG have like 2 point something. Maybe ATG is good to kill the tank, but I will see actually just having like a even fantastic firepower somehow. Not sure if it work or not, because currently I really want to have more ATG things to kill all this tank. But actually is, I mean, every single time I look at the battle report, actually is the only one that gives you the best of the best firepower every single time. But I just get, if I press this button and I get the loose, I will just cry. I mean, I will start to cry. You know, it's like, why I have to make a loose there? You know, it's like, I just don't want to cry. So I have to make a little bit more careful of what I try to do. But I'm so confident of this inventory is doing a fantastic job to take up this 3 guy, because tank is just do a very terrible things to kill inventory. That's 100% confirmed. Secondly is that I have my best of the best tank for tank every single damage, because I have whatever to replace the super heavy. Then I have my best of the best damage dealer with my inventory, the Liberty. And I even have additionals of tank hunters with the best of the pair officer. And then finally I have another archeries. I just thinking if these archeries have to be ATG or BR archeries. If this is ATG, maybe I can just put it here. Then the ATG will move a little bit slow to kill this 3 guy for me. And yeah, I think maybe I have to change this to ATG. Yep, then my whatever truck is coming back, but I doesn't want to go out. Then I have to set everything back. Just waste a little bit more time. Alright, so let's get this battle and finger crossed. Hopefully I got the win. Hopefully. So 1, 2, 3. Let's get. Okay, battle start. Let's see if everything worked good. So the tanks come to kill my ATG first. So definitely it doesn't have. If really not working, put my ATG so front, so my ATG start to die. But inventory work a super good job. But this actually try to kill my inventory. That is bad job, bad things for my inventory. So my inventory also die a little bit quicker. It's super bad. But at least I still have 4 units there, and he also having 4 units. So let's see what I try to get there. Okay, my tank also start to die there. So his tank heavy tank is still standing a lot, so it's definitely a bad thing to have my ATG die there. And my okay, I think I lose here, so I should not put my whatever on the front. It's very terrible idea to have that. So I have a one lose there. But at least I know it's a terrible idea, so I have to swap my defense there, you know. Then 3 of the heavy is so cool. Okay, I lost this one. I lost this one. But at least I test it out. It's a terrible idea to have any artillery type on the front instead of on the rear. I really have that what I call that really want to know that a lot of time. So finally I have the answer. So it's really not a good things to do. So I have to do something like this, and then something like this, and then just to make sure it works correctly. Okay, yeah, I think this one is the best one. All right, so I will just send my truck out again. All right, so what we seen on my loss there, we have to go to the report to see what is really happening. So the first thing we'll see, one heavy, he already tanked about 24.2 millions, and my heavy also tanked exactly the same amount. So this 2 heavy is the similar one. And then my inventory die about 15.7 millions. Is terrible, super terrible. And that's why I lose. And here I have a second one tank about 17.5. That's why inventory is so useless, I guess. Maybe, yeah, just not work. And then my tank hunters, I mean, my ATGs die there for no reason. And his ATG deal about 3 point something and 5 point something. And this inventory deal a lot of damage. My inventory also deal a lot of damage. So what we know here is that tank hunters is do better job than the ATG. So ATG is definitely not usable. Inventory is not usable. So we get rid of these 2 guys, then we are definitely a fine. So we can just fight the same guy again. I mean, I push him up a little bit more. I'll just try to fight him again. So this is definitely not a good idea. And we have to change this one to a tank. To this one. And this one, we should not put it on the front. I mean, this one, you can just change it to the archeries. Where's archeries? Okay. Archeries. So this guy will try to kill this guy. Then these 2 guys will try to kill this guy. Also, okay. So, okay, never mind. I have to send my truck again. Apology again. That's why doing a live thing, we have to keep on doing this thing. In the video, I can just cut all this thing out. But yep, that's what I always do. So at least we are not giving a lot of point to the top 1 guy. Just give him like 11 points. It's not a big deal. So first thing, we have to change this one to archeries. I really want to put this one to here, but if I put this one here and this guy come and kill my archeries, then I will just start to cry. I will just start to cry all day, like that. And we already know if we put something like this 4 guy will try to start to kill this first tank. So this first tank has to be the best of the best ever to stand whatever try to come and kill us. So I'll try to put the best setup that I have for my tank. So it will tank a little bit more further. And this one will change to be the second best tank. Second best tank supposed to be this one. I'm not sure. Maybe this is the one. And put it on something that able to tank. The first one I want to put on is this one, the Steel Fighter. Even she is not maxed out, but that's what we have to do it. And then it doesn't have another officer for a reduced things, you know. It's only Percy because of this one. And then also some of the HP buff thing. I think this one might be good because if we buff 20% and the tank buff about 100%, maybe it's like 40%. I'm not sure if the max is correct. or not, you know, somehow. But the reason is not because of we are just minus another 2%. It's just because we want to have the shield up ASAP and not the firepower. Because what we want, these two tanks, is like try to stay there the longest you can, the best thing you can do, you know. That is what we want from there. So this 3 guy will start to kill this 2 guy, and my archers will start to kill them. I think it will work. But I really have to start to kill. I want to put it somewhere here. So these 2 archers will start to work on kill the same target on here, and this tank will start to kill something else. We want to focus fire, like 5 of them focus fire to kill 1 guy. That is the best result we have. So I think this setup will win this time. So let's try and cross finger. Doesn't want to lose another game. So I already know the result, like, you know, okay. A little bit worse this time. Like, I thought 3 of them will try to kill this one, but they kill the second one first. And this archer doesn't want to kill with this archer to kill the first one. A little bit worse, you know. So my tank might die there. But at least this tank doing his job. My super tank is still standing there. Like no damage, maybe. Okay, no. The ATG really deal a lot of damage to my tank somehow. But I killed 1, and he also killed 1. I think I killed 2, killed 1. My tank just tank a lot of damage from the archeries. Might be good. Okay, kill his ATG, so my tank is still standing. And I kill his tank there as well. And I still have 2 archeries, so 2 is always win 1, right? Should be that result, right? And 2 of them also charging skill, so 1 skill spam, die. And 1 skill spam, die. Yep. So that's how I got minus 10 something to become plus 20 something. Yeah, so we can just keep on press this one, you know. I have to swap. Okay, so yeah, we can keep on doing this one. So this guy will hate me so much. I think he will just hate me so much. I mean, really know the result. As long as he doesn't change any setup, we'll keep on winning and winning, you know. So I have my best archery on here. So this archery will do a little bit more better job to kill everything here. And this archery is still doing the job to kill this one, I guess. Yep, so we have a little bit quicker to kill the bottom line. You can see a little bit quicker to kill the bottom line because I have a little bit better archeries on the bottom. Okay, that heavy down. And then the tank start to down, but start to kill the second heavy. And this heavy also down as well. Yep, my heavy is still standing. No problem at all. Maybe I will have a lose here. Should not be right. I should not have to lose, right? But he killed my archeries. How can it possible that way? Oh, I have to lose there. Like how I can have this lose? Should not be right. I should not have that lose. Should not have this lose. No, no, please, no. Okay, I have to lose because I have that swap. Like, why I want to swap that? Why? Is it so different? Yeah, I just want to play a fun, but as a no, the result will become so different this time. Never mind, let's try because this is really working. That's why I'm really wondering this arena. Is it every single time do the same thing or different things, you know? But what I know, this AI thing. So as long as you have a good result, every single time you'll just repeat the same thing, unless there's like triggered what's called that double damage thing or triggered or luck things. I'm not sure. Okay, almost getting the same result from the first game. Yep, getting the result from the first game. I mean from the second game. Because the first game I lost. The second game I win. The third game I lost. Okay, so we see it's so much different just because of one swap. Because of one swap, so I lose that particular whatever. But it's so different now. It's so different. Not sure. Maybe it's still a double damage thing. You know, like so different with the result. Okay. But it's fine. You know, I just want to make sure every single time he have the same setup before I press it. Like, I try to press it and he changed the setup. Then you press it, like, what? You know? So every single time you do not have to rush it. You have to be so careful. I mean, if you change the setup, we can also change the setup to match back what he tried to do every single time. I know I lose 2 games, but I still have a very good chance to be in the top 1 now. So it doesn't have to cry, you know. But at least I know 2 things from this experiment. The first thing is that you never ever put your archeries type on the first 3 grade. That's the first thing. The second thing is that the tank hunters is always work better than the ATG. That's the second thing. And the third things might be the archeries is always better damage dealer. And the result is every single time is different. Now you can see the result is every single time is different. It's not like so different, but it's every single time is different. You can see it's different. It's just different. But it's just mean if you win, you will keep on win. But the winning result is a little bit different. You can see. Okay, I just want to see he's top 2 now. He's top 2 now. Should I really try to fight him? Or I can kill this top 1 guy. I mean, I just want to kill the top 1 guy. So let's challenge the top 1 guy. Who is the top 1 guy? Okay, top 2. Doesn't want to keep on challenging top 2. I mean, I give him some point. You know, I lose 2 to him. So it's supposed to be fair. Okay, you can see almost the same setup, but I want to try this one. Because the previous guy, the ATG on the top, so this time it's on the bottom, so I just try to swap it out. I think this guy, I'll be so much more easy to kill him, because he's supposed to be a little bit lower level, I guess. Yep, so I have my main tanking all the primary damage, and it's just healing, supposed to be fine, I guess. I mean, I can put all the 8 challenges to the same guy, but you know, it's just so crazy if someone found out that why you want to do that to kill your friend like 8 times. But I say I can do that. I can still do that, but doesn't mean I have to do that. You know, I just show him I can keep on challenge you, but it's just so bad to do that. So once I kill this tank and they also kill my tank, basically it's ATG and archeries versus another 2 ATG. So I mean another 2 archeries. So my archeries definitely can kill him, because you know, that's how they work. Because ATG can't kill archeries. That's why archeries always better. Minus 18 and plus something. So let's see who's the top 1 now. Top 2. I didn't get the top 1. Okay, we have the top 1 again. So he's also having the same thing. So doesn't want to change anything and make us lose, because I have that very big lesson. Like, I just swap one particular setup and from winning to lose. So you know, when the winning is working, just keep on do the winning. Doesn't have to, you know, study why or how. You just do it until it not work anymore. Then you just change after that. But I think I just do a very good experiment. So anyone having a good understanding of this arena, maybe not, I'm not really sure. But at least you can see tank hunters can do almost similar damage to the ATG. But he also give you a little bit more flexible of tanking all that damage for you as well. I think that's why the tank hunters being so better than the ATG. And back to like ADG versus Archers. ADG just can't kill Archers. That's the main point. And 2 Archers definitely will kill 1, right? I mean, no way for this 1 Archers will win 2 Archers, right? Yep. So I go to top 1 now. And let's see. This guy is top 2, so I just challenge him one more time. Yep. So I have to remember this guy is here. The best one is here. The top best one is here. Okay, this doesn't want to do a mistake there. You know, if I do a mistake here, I will just drop. I will just drop. Did I do a mistake? I'm so worried. Because I lose to this guy like 2 times. I doesn't want to lose 3rd time. But I don't think I make a mistake, right? I should not make a mistake, right? Yep. Please kill it quickly, faster. So I just kill this one, and then I can start to kill his ATG. I think this is how I win, because without the ATG, you just can't kill my tank. Like, I still have the tank hunters there, so I super fine here. Yep, his ATG is down. Only left a tank. So this tank is still doing the job to kill this tank, and I have 2 archers. So it's like down to 1-on-1. Definitely I will win, right? No. Like, how? Do I have to lose again? Oh my god. Do I lose again? Do I lose again? Should not be, right? Oh, I lose again. How is it possible? Like, why I keep on losing? Okay, I drop. Like, why? How is it possible? Okay, a big mistake. I should be top 1, but I do not know how my setup just not working that way. Like, how? But maybe 3 heavy is so much stronger. Let's check the report. But I just play for this arena, so you see every single time so different somehow. But when it start, I really aware I'll be losing, because I see the setup. It's like, it's so funny somehow. So I have so much damage with this one. He also have so much damage with this one. And this one also deal a lot of damage. And my tank is doing a fantastic job as well. Yep, but 3 of them tank a lot of damage and deal a bit of damage only. But since we have a chance to lose it there, so that means our defense is not the best defense ever. I would say, not the best defense ever. But anyway, top 3 is good. It's good. So I think tomorrow, arena, I'll be doing a little bit more better job, because I start to understand how they work. I mean, the first day is so easy because everyone try to experiment. So the second thing, I really try to experiment, like, you know, put the actress on the front. I know that it's not working. And then, okay, leave it. Let me check the battle report to see, something. You have 12 something. So maybe this one have to change. But I'm very confident this one is better than the other one. And this one is also better, right? This one is 100% better. But I can't put it here. If I put it here, they will start to kill my tank hunters there. Yeah. Okay, maybe I can change something like this. It will change a lot. Like, because this guy have no heal at all, so I give him a heal, then he can be so much more worth of tanking everything. 10%. It doesn't need a 10%, but plus this one is like 25%, right? Maybe 25% is so good instead of the firepower, right? But it's also work on our tank hunters there. Like our tanks also being a little bit more tankier there as well. Let's save it first. So I think this one is good because two of them also having a heal ability. So not one down, then will die there. Because one will heal, the other one doesn't know how to heal. So we just keep on going down and down. So if two of them will heal, so two of them will buy even more time. Like one will get a lot of damage from the opponent's side, but the other one will not. You can put something like this. Just separate the opponents. So this one put here. So this one will try to protect this one. And this one try to kill whatever on here. Yeah, I think this formation is much more better. But it's so heartbroken that I lose here. You can see. Because I make a lot of mistake from those testing. I mean, from the first one, already have a big mistake that I put my ATG on the front. Not this one, I guess. This one, yep, this one. I put my ATG on the front just to test it out. So definitely it's not a good choice. You can see my ATG dies so quick. If I put a tank hunters there, I think it's supposed to be okay, I guess. And my inventory is supposed to be not getting killed by these archeries, but I doesn't know how the archeries will end my inventory. I mean, if this archeries doesn't work on my inventory, definitely the inventory is the best of the best choice to counter the ATG and 2 tank. But it just work like that. I doesn't know how they work like that. Just so funny somehow, you know. That's how we lose there. And yep, and my inventory do a so poor job compared with whatever we have buffed. So winning the arena is not all about the current setup, but also about the weak buff. Like, you know, currently the heavy tank is a little bit OP, but the next week might be a little bit better. Yeah, hello from Italy. Hello there from Italy. I mean to Italy. So not only try to do what you have, you also have to always take a look what is the weak buff, also what every other people are running their setup. So let's see. I don't think his ATG do a lot of damage, right? The ATG did do damage. But I definitely confident my Tanders do a little bit more damage. You can see my Tanders do a little bit more damage and take a little bit more tankier than the ATG. That's why I mean, I just experimenting. Like now I know the result. Like, yeah. And Idris definitely do a huge damage. You can see 2 of them do so good. Like 3 of them combine to become 1. And 2 heavy definitely better than the inventory because you doesn't have to worry about the rocket or the archeries, or just only worry about ATG. But everyone just use ATG now, so just let it be. So at this point of time, does it have any more challenge? Yeah, it doesn't have any more challenge. So I have to wait for a few hours to get that. So today I have to be say a bit bad luck to not being a top 1. But you know, I will just work it out until the weekend things. Like in the end, we still like need to know who is the top 1 based on weekly. So we still have a chance to win back somehow. But you can see every single one is trying to run 3 heavy and 3 heavy and 3 heavy. So what we try to run here is like 2 heavy, 1 Tanders, and 2 archeries. And every one of them also run ATG currently. ATG. And this one not run ATG. So yep. Okay, I think that is what we have today on this is what I call that on this arena things. And you can see I bought this one because I want to have the statue. Everything else I doesn't really need currently. Maybe I will need this one, but it's so expensive, you know. Yeah. So I think because currently doesn't have war or any actions, so just no way for me to play anything currently in Warpath or Moscow. And server 2 is so peaceful now and just doesn't have anything to do. Yeah, so we have to wait.
Don't let it happen.
Let's see if there is war. 1, 2, 3. I think this build. Right, okay. We have a little bit war there, but you can see we already have a team working on it, and every single one of the opponents CC is burning. So it doesn't really have to go there. I mean, if we go there, just stand there all days, just doing basically nothing. That's why I didn't go there. Yep. So I will try to do another videos on every other things update on the 4.0, but I currently just not have a mood to do that currently. Yep, T1. Good to see you guys here as well. I mean, winning Moscow is very fun, but after win or won the Moscow is being so, what do I call that? So boring, you know. Yeah, besides saying boring, just boring. So every one of you doesn't know Moscow have level 12 bunker, but the maximum is level 13. So you can just wait for 13 to do the bunker things. Doesn't have to, you know, all in everything you have to a bunker 11 or 12. You can just wait for 13, then you can all in that. And maybe we still have a, you know, some event you can do. From 7, server 7, definitely high there when Clever Rain. Definitely good to see every one of you come in, but it's so sorry for, you know, the loss of this arena. I doesn't want the loss, but you know, just happening now. And I doesn't have a war here. I just show, so basically it doesn't have anything to do here. Yeah, but this fortified war is like something new. If any one of you doesn't know, you can see you can press a war here. It's level 1. You can upgrade it even though I doesn't have flash. I mean, doesn't have things to upgrade it. Then we have info. Then you can see this thing is a little bit crazy, super crazy. It's like let's press this. Are you crash? Are you crash? Okay, not crash. Okay, you can see press the information, building information. You can scroll this guy. We thought this one is up to 32 level because all the building is up to 32 level. But this guy is crazy. You can see this guy just scrolls all the way, scroll all the way, and still scrolling all the way. And you can upgrade it to a level 200. Yep, 200 level. 200 level. Then another problem is that not only this one, because when you press a fortified wall, you can see another things like the fortified wall is a defensive structure consisting of 4 main sections. Like so crazy. We have a right side, then we have a left side, then we have front left side, and then we have a front right side. We have so many sides, but just not this wall. This wall is the wall we have like so lamb. This one up to 32 level is totally outdated because like, you know, you have this, and you have this, like 4 of them, and you can see it's not cheap. I mean, only level 1. I mean, this upgrade is just level 1. You know, you already need this kind of particular product. I don't think this product will kill you. but it's just level 1. You can just imagine when you upgrade to level 50 or level 100 with this kind of resources, and you have to multiply by 4, because if you have 4 war on 4 side, so it's like I just have that resources, so I just give it up. I also discovery currently because of this 45 war things pop up. So anyone that you say doesn't have it, maybe just wait a bit more until the game fix everything on 4.0. A bit bug, that doesn't know. Like they say they fix the lagging thing, but I still have lagging, and doesn't let us play the version 3 anymore. So we have no way to fix the lag currently. So sad. That's why I doesn't really have to, focus on this game currently. Just not working. Just not working. I mean, last time I also stopped to play this game because of so lagging. Until I fixed the game, I tried to play. Then somehow they also back to lagging. They just asked me not to play anymore. I'm not sure why. They doesn't fix this. I just have no mood to play it somehow. So I take a rest here. After that, I will try to swap game. So maybe I swap my live stream to play another game. I think everyone know what game I will play, the better defense Bloons. So if any interest, you can pop into the live stream again. But if not, then I have to say it's the ending now. Because the arena already end, and I just doesn't have any war or anything to do now. So this 2.7 million power achievement have to pay. I'm error and been playing for 5 days. I don't think you will make it as free to play to that particular level. I mean, like, I'm not sure what you try to say. Like, you try to achieve 2.7 million power, and your current power is 800k. Is that correct? But if you only play for 5 days, you just doesn't have resources, doesn't have productions. I mean, everyone try to be a jump group. They really play like 5 days to stack up all the things. After that, they jump. Once they jump, then you have at least addition of 5 days to chase the 2.7 million achievement. Yeah, that's what you have to do. But if it doesn't do that, it's so hard to do that. I'm not sure how to talk it correctly, but yeah, it's just my first in the city. Yeah, I mean, that is what I try to say. It's very hard. But if you join the jump group, those jump group will tell you what to do, basically. So yeah, that's how you can achieve it much more better. At least you save a lot of time to collect a lot of things from the old server, and then you can use it on the new server. Like you have additional 5 days to farm. I mean, not 5 days, maybe like 3 days to farm everything. So you have additionals of productions, resources, or even some of the rush or some reward maybe. Alright, I think that's all. I will just end this live stream, and I try to start another live stream to play another game. But I take a short rest there. I did a jump at 25 million RSS power each. Then you have to try to push your best, but without buy anything in the game, it's so hard to achieve that, I would say. But if you do it correctly, you might have a chance. Okay. Even it being 2.7 million, I can just give you another tips. Maybe it works, maybe it not working. So I doesn't know how you try to make that work. So in the old day, when someone try to join alliance, I can just show you this one. In the old day, we always do that. Let's see the top one alliance in server 2. Okay, they doesn't say that anymore because they doesn't want to say that. So let's see our alliance. So I just doesn't show that up. Never mind, I'll just show you this one. Just show you the purpose of what we do that and why we do that on the past day. I can do that, right? Like this one, not working. Okay, I can press another one, but the game is currently lagging. Press this one. Okay, yeah. I can see. Let's pretend it's others allies, whatever. Okay, the point is not the allies. The point is the requirement. Like, you know, whatever doesn't know so high. Why you want to 70 million power so high? Okay, never mind. Let's say if there is a alliance of minimum requirement to join is like 10 million or maybe like 5 million because you not even achieve 2.7 million, right? So let's say if anyone would join your alliance, is that the minimum required is 5 million currently. So you can't make that 5 million because I can show you info. So you can see we have building power. After max everything out, my building's power is like 23.9 million is so low. Tax power also so low. But you can aware one thing is so easy to achieve is army power. 39.7, but I have 5 set of 200 plus the Air Force. Maybe a little bit funny, but we have unit power, officer power, and then camp power, off time power. So just tell you that everything just give you power, but building and tech is something that you can't get it early because that is how you progress during the game. So you can't get it instantly on one day. Army power and unit power, you can get it somehow with some trick. I'm not sure is it work this time or no. So the first thing you want to do, I mean, last time a lot of people try to join XYT, they doesn't have the requirement, but I will try to teach them a way to just to make up the power, but that is so-called fake power. It's a fake power. It's not your real power, but it's fake things. So the first thing, you try to max out all your troops. I mean, everyone know how to do that, and then you have to train them. Let's say my all-time power is 111, but now it's 106 because I didn't train all my troops. So that's first thing. The second thing is that you have a lot of troops. I mean, a lot of unit inside your store, but I don't think everyone have the same store as mine because this is given by the VIP. So you might have a less one, but you do not have to dismantle all of them. Like you can see, I have some 3-star, some 4-star. It doesn't want to dismantle all of them. The reason is because not for the daily mission, but the reason is because you are so easy to gain all those free camp XP. So I can just go in this guy. It's a 4-star. And just make it up. You can see it give up a little bit more power. You can see even though like make to level 10, it still give you a little bit more power. So you can also put this one to a 3-star. Like this one is 3-star. I can upgrade it to level 10. It gives you a power there. Or even I can just put it to. I mean, if you have enough bullet. I mean, I have a lot of bullet because I maxed out rating. So it's like 40. I can just max it out. So it become 240. So I doesn't want to make 240, but I can put the 40 to another one. You can see I can put a 40 to another one. So 240 can put up like more than like 5 or 7. Or I'm not sure the max. So you can just do your max there. To at least you can do a free things like max every one of them to level 10. Basically, it's free because using XP is so cheap. It's so cheap for us. I have a billions XP. So doing this one basically will increase your power. But because our power is so high currently, it's like a million power. Definitely you can't see the difference. But you are on not even a million's power. You will see the difference. I mean, if you have more than 100 unit, you can just max all of them to at least a level 10. At least all of them to a level 10. Then you will see your power start to increase. And of course, you can do that with Air Force as well. After that, you do all of them. You can also try to do another things. Last time we can do that, but now we can't do that. Is that you can put every single parts to them. All these parts will give you additional power as well. But currently, you have to unlock to get it. Like unlock to level 60. But you doesn't want to do that because you want to max your primary group to in the fight. But if you just want to rush for the power, you just want to rush for the power, it doesn't need whatever you have for the fight. You just make your power up. I mean, you just find what is giving you more power, so you just do that currently, so that every single one of your troop will at least have some packs inside to give you more power. Until you achieve the 7.2 millions and get your achievement, then you can just start to work on your correct formations. Doesn't have to have the perfect formation from the start, but because your goal now is try to get the achievement. What you win if you have higher power. Higher power, you can achieve the new game and get this skin, the skin I'm having. That is how every single new server start. Obtain this skin is from the Elite Commander event. This event is where you're starting. When you start a new city or start a new account, you will get that event. I'm not sure is it a 2.7 million or whatever, because no one do that event. After the game launched so much. Another thing is that you increase your power, so any of the big alliance would want to have you because they thought you are a higher power guy. So let's say the minimum requirement is 5 million. You are currently 4.5 million. You have no way to push your power. So maybe you try to do this trick, like, max out whatever you have. Then you may have a little bit close to 5 million power. Then the alliance will have to, take you in. Yeah, that's what I have to do. But you try not to waste, like, you have a lot of statue, so you put 10 to every of your officer. Please never ever do that, because statue is so expensive to get. So you must max out the correct correct officer that you want. Doesn't have to, it's just not worth it just to max out your power. So it doesn't want to do that. And then other than that, I doesn't know what else to max out. This is only the trick we have last time. I'm not sure work it now or not, but that's what I try to give you tips. Yeah, in building doesn't give us anything, right? Yeah, in building doesn't really. But you doesn't want to max out resources. In building, you always want to max out first one, your commander, your research center, productions, engineering center. This is what you have to max out. The more early, the better. Then barrack, you doesn't have to max out 5 of them, and you try not to even their level. You don't do that. You want to max out one set barrack, because you can see if you max out 1 to 33 level early, this particular barrack will give you so much buff to your troops, so that because you doesn't have like what I have of 200 level, you might have only 160 or maybe 120 level. So you only need 1 barrack to work on that. So it doesn't need to have all 5 barrack. Then about your base, like all these new wardings, basically doesn't need that. Your base can be so weak because in the end, your base is not doing a B2B, but everyone doing the swarm thing. Which tag you think is best from the advanced tag unit? You try to ask the new things come out, is it? It really depends on what you use. And I think no one really want to upgrade the inventory. I doesn't know why I upgrade inventory. It's so funny. Basically it's tank for this one, because always our super heavy die first. So the second one is inventory, because everyone try to use the inventory for siege. So any others one use fast tank, you want to have tank, and there is also some buff. You can see some buff to the rocket, some buff to whatever on the archeries, and some buff to anti-tank gun. But if you doesn't use anti-tank gun, this thing is a little bit extra to you, but you need them to upgrade to further. So it really depends. But airplane inventory definitely is not the things that you want to touch, because airplane is for pay to win things, because most of us only like having 1 set of 200 level, or maybe 2 set the max. But the pay to win, they have 7.2 star, and 3 of them also max out, and also max out the officer as well. But since this thing is so new, you want to max out your archeries first, so you have the best defense. And the second one might be a tank or airplane, because tank can be buffed to light tank, tank hunters, medium or super heavy. And then the plane can give you a free kill for your bomber, or you know whatever, but no one really want to do an inventory, I guess, unless you want to do an inventory. Yeah. And everyone else doing L1 city defense will stop somehow, maybe, because it just take infinite time to do that. But buff our unit is more important now, I guess. It's lucky that I max out everything else, so I can start to do these combat things. I hope that answer your questions. So if no more question, I will end the live stream now. Hopefully that is good for ending. I want to send my super heavy for a bunker team. Yeah, but I just can't join it there. This guy so far. Alright, so I just end my live stream. If any one of you have a question, you can ask me in the Discord, or maybe the next stream I try to put it up. Even though it's a different game, but I can still ask the question. Thanks so much for everyone to tune in, and see you guys next video.